What's up, y'all? It's your guy eBay Fight Predictions in the building, and this is your Alexandre Pantoja versus Brandon Royval break it down. So I was gonna do a film study on this one, but fuck the Colby Covington and Leon Edwards video. I could kind of talk about it on this. That whole debacle. Literally took me 2 days to get that video up. So that's why it came so late, because my MacBook is retarded and I need a PC. So it's simple. And I need to probably stop using iMovie. But hey, now you guys know what I'd be using. But hey, it is what it is. But yeah, let's talk about this fucking great, phenomenal fight. Obviously a rematch. They ran it back before. I actually did a breakdown on their first fight, funnily enough. And I said Pantoja was going to whoop his ass then, and I'm going to say he's going to whoop his ass now. Brandon Royval is really good, obviously, but he's wild. And that's why a lot of people like him, I think, because he's wild and he's unorthodox, but really good guard game. Throws a lot of knees, so he's very unpredictable. And also, he's just so high volume. But first of all, I don't even think he's on a real legitimate 3-fight win streak. I thought he lost his Ronjiro Bontero fight. That's one. And his last 2 wins have been Matt Schnell and Matthews Nicolau, which is a good win. I hold Nicolau to a high standard. So good for him there. But besides that, I mean, I'm not impressed, buddy. I'm not impressed. And this is that simple. Alexandre Pantoja, I mean, if you look at his resume, who he's beaten a lot of world-class fighters. He's beaten Brandon Moreno 3 fucking times. Alright? The UFC are so sick, they gotta make a goddamn different flyweight title fight without Brandon Moreno. You know what I'm saying? They are so sick that they got to do this. But the man has beat him 3 times, so there's no reason why they should run it back. But it is what it is. Brandon Moreno, Alex Perez, Brandon Royval, Manal Cop, phenomenal fight. Even the Askarov fight, I've watched that. I kind of felt like he won that. Matt Schnell, he decisively lost to Davidson Figueiredo, though, got completely destroyed. Wilson Reyes, and he's fought. I mean, Kai France and tough man. He beat him there. The man is. He's an elite. He's what Brandon Royval thinks he is. You know what I'm saying? Pantoja's just a better version of him. I guess the only advantages I would give Royval is size, height, and reach. But everything that Royval brings into the cage, I think fucking Pantoja's better than him at it. The power. The brawl. They're both brawlers, I would say, on the feet. Both of them. I would say maybe Royval's like 1% technical because he's throwing a lot more straight shots, and Pantoja's throwing a lot more like just a lot of hooks and stuff like that and overhands. But besides that, I mean, he has insane knockout power and insane BJJ, and he can get it to the ground, and he's more of a top guy. Brandon Royval is more of a bottom guy, so there's a difference. And he's just better than Royval, and I think that's what I'm just going to be saying a lot throughout this goddamn kind of breakdown. Royval, I mean, don't get twisted. Like, as much as I dissed his resume, I mean, Matthews Nicolau, Matt Schnell, I'm not considering the Bontero fight because I felt like he lost that. But Tim Elliott, those are 3 pretty good wins. I mean, he's competed against Brandon Moreno, and then obviously he had the loss of Pantoja. And, you know, it is what it is. He has a loss to Casey Kenny, if anyone remembers that guy. But you know, he's competed against great guys, but it just seems like he's just top 5, and that's it. I don't think he has any championship level aspirations, any championship level ability. I could be wrong and goes out there and knocks out Pantoja, which is a possibility, but I just think if it comes down to a brawl on the feet, I think Pantoja can beat him because, first of all, Royval leaves himself way too open. He does get dropped. I mean, he got dropped a few times against Kai France. I thought he got hurt a lot against Bontero. He left himself way too open in that fight. And I just think in this matchup, Pantoja's just better. I just keep saying it over and over again because that's the conclusion I keep coming down to. I mean, Pantoja, if we even look at the stats, I don't know if I talked about the stats, but he comes with a record of 26-5. He's fighting out of Brazil, age of 33, in his prime, a height of 5'5", and a reach of 68. Brandon Royval comes with a record of 15-6. He's fighting out of Colorado, age of 31, and a height of 5'9", and reach of 70.5. Royval's not bad. I don't want to go and say that. And do I think he has a chance in this fight? Of course, man. I honestly do think, in terms of the paths to victory, I think Royval is live for the knockout. I think Pantoja leaves himself way too open in there, and he's basically begging to get knocked out. But besides any of that, and Royval does throw a lot of knees, and maybe Pantoja might duck into one. But besides any of that, Royval also leaves himself open. So, like, you know what I'm saying? What are we talking about? It's like, you know, we're kind of comparing both guys are very similar. It's just Pantoja is obviously better in a lot of the offensive areas that they both bring. I mean, insane striking, insane power, and insane jiu-jitsu. And I don't think Royval is going to submit him. I think Royval is throwing up a knee or a bust. Honestly, I really do think that's his only path of victory is catching Pantoja. And if he does knock him out, good for him, bro. But because, you know, he's long, he's rangy. But I mean, at the end of the day, Pantoja is just better. He's beat the better competition. He is the better fighter, and he is going to make this fight look easy. I think Pantoja is going to break him down with body kicks. I think, like, Pantoja's best performance, in my opinion, in his last fight, people might talk about the Moreno fight, but I really love what he did to Manal Kape. Just chopped down his legs, chopped down his body, and then went up high and fought very measured in the fights too, because he knew he was fighting a high-level striker in there. He's going to have to do the same thing with Royval. Royval's not high level, but he's like, again, unorthodox, long range. You don't know what he's going to be throwing, so you got to be cautious with him. And I think that's how Pantoja is going to look at this fight on the feet. And then if he needs to take him down, he'll take him down at will. And I think fucking Royval might give him a few takedowns by pulling guard. So, and I just do not see, even though Royval is a legit jiu-jitsu guy, submitted Kai Car France, I will give him that respect. There is respect, but he is not on the level or caliber of a jiu-jitsu practitioner that Pantoja is. I think Pantoja and Gilbert Burns, I don't know if I'm missing anyone, are some of the best jiu-jitsu in the game right now, and I don't think no one can touch them. Pantoja has some of the best rear naked chokes. The way he satched up that rear naked choke against Royval the first time, he made it look easy. So yeah, there's levels, buddy. There's levels, but that's kind of like my breakdown on the fight. Honestly, I wish I could go more in depth. I was actually planning on doing a film study for this, but just, you know, fucking work and how the kind of things played out. But yeah, that's the kind of situation we're at. But yeah, I am gonna be rocking with Pantoja here. I think I've just said it, but I think Pantoja, I think he just makes it look like the first fight. I think he's more technical. He did leave himself open in that first fight a little bit in areas, but I think he fixes some of those mistakes, and I think he just grinds out Royval and submits him in the second round. I really honestly do think it's going to be a mirror match to the first fight. I don't think, I mean, the first fight wasn't even too long ago. It's like 2 years ago, you know. 2 years ago. I remember that fight, and I told you guys. I think that was the Kelvin Gastelum Jared Cannonier fight night card. I told y'all. I fucking told everyone that could listen that day. Not you, buddy. Not you. Royval, you are not that guy. You never will be. So, you know, no disrespect, but Pantoja is him. So yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go follow me on my Instagram, go follow me on my Twitter, like, comment, share the video. Let's get this eBay Fight Prediction Nation growing, and I'm out of here, y'all.
YouTube channel, I'm gonna go check that out, and hey, subscribe to eBay's Fight Prediction. Let's keep the eBay Fight Predictions Nation growing.
I best for everything. Last 2 years I worked so hard. I bring my family to US. I start my camping in America Top Team. I leave everything I have. My mom take care of me and my two brothers alone, you know. Now, Dad, you proud of me, Dad. You proud of me.
Alexandre, this was a fight where you were pushed to your absolute limits. Were there moments in this fight where you had doubts?